Mr. Max Kruger, GM Compliance Manager of Compliance GRC. Max is a pioneer in the managed services industry since the late 1990s. Currently serves as SVP and GM at Kaseya and oversees go-to-market for data networking, Compliance Manager GRC, Bulk Scan, and my MIT process. Max's first stint with Kaseya spanned nearly a decade before he left to become the Chief Revenue Officer of CloudJumper, acquired by NetApp. Max began his career at US Web as founding member of that company managed service division. He's also held position senior architect at IBM. Max, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Can you hear me okay? You were breaking up a little bit for me, so I'm not sure if that was on my side or your side. Okay, fantastic. Gotcha. Again, I appreciate the invite, and I'm going to jump right into it. In fact, I am going to start my little watch here just to make sure I'm on time as well. So again, thank you very much. I'm Max Kruger. We're going to talk about Compliance Manager GRC. If you're not familiar what GRC stands for, that is okay. But it is governance, risk, and compliance. And if you go to the enterprise space, every enterprise company out there has a GRC platform. And what we all know in the IT space is it starts at the enterprise level and then moves its way down to mid-market and SMB. So our ultimate goal is to build the best or ultimate GRC platform for the mid-market and small, medium-sized business space to be delivered through MSPs. So what's the problem that we're trying to solve? So first and foremost, we talk about governance, and that's also known as IT security assurance. That's how you prove to your customers that you are doing what you say you are doing for them. So, governance is effectively anything that you make yourself do. Compliance, really easy. It's anything that anybody else makes you do. So whether it's government entities or cyber insurance companies or any third party. And then obviously the goal is that you want to implement governance and compliance to mitigate and reduce your risk. So why should you care? The reason you should care is because the market opportunity is massive. So as of today, roughly 80% of SMBs are either already spending or expect to spend money on compliance this year. If you're in the DoD space, there's 300,000 DoD supply chain contractors that now have to meet CMMC. If you deal in healthcare, 20% of the entire US economy is related to healthcare. And as of right now, less than 15% of MSPs offer a compliance as a service. When I did this presentation last year, it was about 10%. So we're still in that early adopter phase, and you can take advantage of being an early adopter. And then if you add in PCI and cyber insurance and FTC safeguard rule and SOC and a bunch of other ones, that's literally probably about 100% of the market, or at least over 90%. If you do this correctly, it is an easy sale. There is less competition out there. You're not competing with every other MSP for managed services or even managed security services. And so what we have found, and we've been doing this for about 4 years, is that with the help of Powered Services Pro, roughly it's a 36% success rate to transition competitors' customers over to your compliance as a service. And then once you get your foot in the door, it's the land and expand strategy, so you can go sell additional services. And of course, for existing customers, we're seeing roughly a 50% increase in additional sales by going to your existing customers and offering them compliance type service offerings or security service offerings. And then bottom line, the more sales, the more money you make. And so what we've also seen is that this is an extremely lucrative business model. Now it's hard. We've got hundreds, if not thousands of MSPs on here that range in all different sizes. So this was just a kind of ballpark for a typical small, medium-sized MSP. But as you can see, annual revenue is about $10,000 per client, really nice, healthy 80% margin. So you're dropping $8,000 to your bottom line, and the average MSP has about 20 clients. So you can do the math there for yourself and see that as well. But again, as you can see, this is direct bottom line profit going into your pocket. So how do we solve the problem? It's pretty straightforward. There are 9 key steps to do a true security assurance or compliance service offering, and we take care of all 9 steps. So we do that through automation, guidance, and services. And if you add those 3 things together, you have a high rate of success. From a product perspective, GRC platforms are comprehensive products. In the time allotted, I don't really have time to go through a whole demo of the product, but just at a high level, we take care of the assessments, the data collection. We automate a lot of the data collection as well. We generate the POAM, which is your plan of action and milestones. We produce all of the required evidence of compliance documentation. So the number one most enforced violation, whether it's HIPAA or cyber insurance or FTC or whatever it is a failure to conduct what they call an accurate and thorough security risk analysis. So again, what we do is produce accurate and thorough results. I will also point out that there's lots of great products you're going to hear from today. They are all very complementary to Compliance Manager GRC. So when we take the process, or we walk and guide you through the process, you can use any other product and upload their information as artifacts into Compliance Manager GRC and manage it all through the product. So again, from a high level feature overview, we have tons and tons of compliance standards, frameworks, and custom controls built into the product. So we support NIST CSF. Matt was just talking about CIS. So we support CIS, IG1 all the way to IG3, HIPAA, PCI, CMMC 2.0, NIST 800-171. We just launched SOC 2 about 2 weeks ago. FTC safeguard rule is huge right now. If you're dealing with dealerships or accountants, they all have to comply, and a bunch of others that are already available and on the roadmap as well. As I mentioned, what we try to do is automate as much of the data collection and reporting as possible. So again, accurate and thorough. It's not just checking boxes, but it's actually producing the appropriate results. We have a sensitive data scan. So with that automated data collection, you can scan your customers' machines for PII and PHI and social security numbers and credit cards and things like that. Policy and procedures, templates, writers, and editors. So we literally give you thousands of pages of templates for your policies and procedures, and then you can edit and write them and customize them for each one of your specific customers. Description, guidance, and recommended assessment protocols for every single control. So you look at something like NIST CSF, there's 110, NIST 800-171 is 110 controls. So we provide you a description of each control, we provide you guidance, and then we provide you recommendations on how to assess those protocols. Of course, updated documentation. And then the big thing again is you can use any product you like, but as part of the Kaseya family of companies, we have deep workflow integrations with lots and lots of products, including IT Glue and Datto and Kaseya and VolScan and Volfish and My IT Process and many, many others. So if you're using those products, automatically pulls that information directly in Compliance Manager GRC. And of course, we do it for an incredibly cost-effective price. So literally, Compliance Manager GRC, it's about $50 per site, which is a fraction of the cost of enterprise GRC platforms. Of course, all these products are fantastic, but none of them are any good if you can't sell them. So we do back this up through go-to-market enablement. So we have coaching, training, marketing campaigns. As you can see on a monthly basis, if you're part of the Powered Services Pro, you get tons and tons of collateral to go and build your business. And then at the same time, if you are not comfortable delivering compliance services, we can deliver those services for you as well. So we have a team of compliance experts. You can scale and secure your compliance team. Again, it's a turnkey type of service. You just outsource it to us and we take care of that. We'll meet your regulatory internal compliance. And of course, compliance folks aren't inexpensive. So we have a lot of really large MSPs that are scaling their business through our compliance services without an additional headcount. And so with that, I appreciate everybody's time. Please stop by the booth when we are done. You can request a demo. You can enter to win a $150 gift card. And I believe that would put me right at about time. So
yep.
I'll take you back over.
Awesome. Thanks, Max. Appreciate it.